Good afternoon, everyone. It is official. It is official. It is official. The verdict has come in, and James Gatto, Christian Dawkins, and Merle Cole have been found guilty on all counts in their contribution into the corruption in college sporting activities. Now, these names may not mean anything to you, but these criminals, along with the NCAA, continue to profit off of the hard work and the fame of these young student athletes. This is totally unjust. And the trial that I referenced before supports my argument that there is corruption in college sports, and more importantly, student athletes should be compensated to perform in all sporting activities. Now, I'm going to repeat myself, so I wanted to get close so you can see me. Compensation to those who deserve it, the players, should be allowed. When players are compensated and earn money for the funds that they are able to generate, this corruption that I mentioned will go away. Lastly, there are all types of programs and different types of petitions and movements that you can join and sign and that support this cause to pay the players, but without an action, without your support, this movement won't go anywhere. I'm going to throw a number at you all. The NCAA is $1 billion industry. Not just 1 billion, billions. And everyone gets a piece of that pie, except for the players. It's totally unjust. Now, there's already ranking systems in place to rank these players. There's ranking sites such as 24/7 Sports and Scouts and Rivals and ESPN, and they rank these players according to how they perform in these tournaments and high school athletic activities. And the pros use this to gauge the kids on to know where they'll be drafted and how much to pay them in the future. This can transition right into the NCAA without effort. It'll be ease. Now, coaches get paid. They get paid a salary for the work that they perform. But they also get bonuses. So when these kids bust their butts to win things such as the SEC title, coaches such as John Calipari, the Kentucky Wildcat, gets $50,000 for that win in the SEC title. He gains $100,000 for a win in the Sweet 16 off of these kids' hard work, and another $100,000 in the Elite Eight for the hard work of the kids. Now, it doesn't stop there. The money continues to grow in the Final Four and in the national championship, while the players get no compensation at all. There's an argument. I don't want to sound like I'm one-sided. I will tell you the opposing argument. These players do get scholarships to play basketball. But my point is, students are given scholarships to go to college for academics. These students deserve those scholarships, but don't generate nearly as much revenue for the universities and for the NCAA that these student athletes do, which supports my reasoning that these student athletes should be compensated for the money that they bring in. Now, people all around the world are taking advantage of these families just for their financial gain. And that's totally unfair. Now, the NCAA is $1 billion industry. $1 billion industry. And people that are in this corruption trial, the Merle Coles and the Christian Dawkins, they partner with these big shoe companies who are $1 billion industries as well, such as Adidas and Nike and Under Armour and Puma. They all feed these college athletes money illegally, pay them to go to certain schools and to bring revenue to certain programs and certain brands. This is totally unfair, guys. This is totally unfair. It doesn't have to be illegal. They could find another way to do this by legally paying the students. Now, this is where I need your help. This is where it's up to us, the non-student athletes, to come and support this movement and join the cause. We have nothing to gain here, but we're doing something that's morally right. These players deserve to get paid for their work. They're working out there. Now, there's a myth out there also that this will eliminate the other sports that don't generate as much money, such as the soccers and swimming and lacrosse, but that's not true. These athletes have a following just like basketball and football and the more popular sports. They'll still generate money. It won't be as much, but they will be compensated accordingly. They won't take revenue away from those activities. Everything will continue to flow. Now, there's all different types of arguments that I want you all to look into. There's change.org, there's the College Athlete Player Association argument. There's all facts out there that you can look at. LeBron James, powerful athlete, probably the best athlete playing the game right now. He even made a documentary recently that supports this argument. It talks about the corruption in college activities and athletics. It talks about how the NCAA continues to profit off of the hard work of these young student athletes. This is totally wrong. I just encourage you all to join the cause and go do your research. Do some more research. You don't have to totally trust me. Just do some research and look at what's going on. I'm going to leave you all with this one question. Should the NCAA make billions while these players play for sweatsuits and sneakers? The answer is no, of course not. Compensation should be given to those who deserve it, the players. The world will be a better place for it. These criminals such as Christian Dawkins and Merle Code and James Gatto won't have a playing field if the right thing is done and these players are paid. I just ask you to join the movement and get these criminals out the way, and right or wrong, join the cause, support this movement, pay the players.